What up,
Do
though?
you know what today is?
What's going on, people? What up, though?
Do you know what today is?
It's a special, special day for us.
Do you know what today is?
Today is our anniversary.
Today is our anniversary.
10 years. 10 years. 10
whole-
years.
A decade, though. Seriously. It's been a decade, you guys. 10 years. It has been 10 years since we have been married on today. Of course, maybe when you guys see this video, it'll probably be a few days later or so. But it has been 10 years since we have been married, since we have been in covenant. That little courthouse wedding paid off, huh?
That little quick little
Courthouse, the courthouse weddings be the ones, okay?
It was quick, but
We had a courthouse
it
wedding, and here
served
we
a
are.
purpose. It served a great.
Yeah, it was very sacred,
Yep.
or more sacred.
Nobody over here trying to plan all wet. No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
No,
And I
no.
did want a 10-year, but hey,
Yeah, I did too, but you
we
know.
still gonna have it. We still gonna
got
do
it,
it.
yeah. We still gonna have it.
Y'all, we have been married for 10 years. So we've been married for 10 years, and we've been together maybe 10 and a half, a little more than 10 and a half.
I'll say 11.
I mean, it was about 9. So it was in between 7 to 9 months before we
What?
got married. Yeah, we got married at like 7 months or 9 months. I can't remember. I was just dating.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought we were together like for like almost for like
No,
a year.
I mean it was. That's why I said it was like 9 months.
Oh yeah, because
7
we
or
really
9
started dating in what? I know it was hot.
September, cause my birthday.
Yeah, September.
Listen, it was like I don't know why that's certain things for me is a blur. I think because it happened so quick.
Oh right, yeah. So
Is why. So yes, we've been married for 10 years and together you could say 11, but it was less than 11.
Yeah, it was less
It was
than
about
11,
9
yeah.
months.
10 years and 9 months.
Because you proposed at 7 months, we got married at 9 months. And we have 4 beautiful children. We have one. I came into this relationship with a son, with a child, and then we have 3 together, all boys, 4 boys. I mean, we have 4 together, okay?
Yeah.
But you get what I mean. And so our children, yeah, we got 4 boys. So I wanted to say, so I was, 10 years ago. So you were 29 when we got married, and I was 24. And I say that because I'm not 20. We're 4 years apart, but my birthday hadn't come yet. So yeah, it was what it is now, 10 years ago. So you were 29 and I was 24.
Mm-hmm.
And we got married.
Yeah.
How was that for you? Or
I was when you said I'm thinking about the proposal because that was weak, but
it was weak.
yeah, because
I mean-
it was like I was trying to surprise you, and it was like
But I was surprised.
you
though.
was surprised, but it was just like, but it wasn't the way how I wanted it because you was
Yeah,
like,
it's okay.
you was
It's
like,
okay.
did you call them about that ring? Because that ring should be ready by now. And I'm like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'll call. They said they still trying to size it up because they waiting on the guy to come in. Well, what's taking him so long?
Okay.
I'm like,
So what he means is like we've told our story before, but I realized we haven't told it here on YouTube. We were on Facebook when we told our story that many times. So the reason why he's saying that is because we knew we were gonna be getting married, and y'all, it was a mess. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a mess, but I had picked out a ring. Like, it was a lot going on, but he still surprised and proposed. So I thought that was. He's saying it was weak, but I enjoyed that because I thought it would be like, oh, he would just go pick up a ring, like, oh yeah, I'm about to go get the ring and get. But he didn't. He actually snuck behind my back. Him and my mother went and got the ring, and he proposed to me. I thought that was, you said it was weak. It was fine to me. You can always re-propose to me. I'm serious, shoot. One of these anniversaries, you can re-propose, and you know. But yeah, that shocked. I was surprised. I don't get surprised too often. So yeah, it was a surprise for me. So I do yes, it could have been better. Yes, anything could be better or done differently, But I was smiling. I still cried and all that.
Hard.
So it was like,
Mom,
okay.
look at this.
Yeah. So I didn't mind it.
Mom, she in the other room cracking up.
Yeah, she was laughing so hard. But yeah, so I was 24 and you was 29. I thought about that earlier, like, wow, okay. Because like I said, it's a blur because it was happening so fast. Like that's why I said we knew we were going to be married. So our story it's different. It's our story.
Yeah.
We knew we were going to be married. I was a little pushy too. Or like, you could say pushy, but I call it firm. I was firm. Like, I'm not playing. I'm serious. Like, so.
And from my side of it, I would say, yeah, she was a little pushy, but at the same time, it was just like, I really didn't mind it because I was tired of like just playing games and, I was tired of like,
it's like, you about to be 30, sir.
Yeah,
like,
and I was just like, I was just tired, like mentally, I was just mentally tired, and I was just, like, you know what,
I was ready.
I ain't
gonna say tired. I was ready.
It wasn't like, I was gonna have it linger on for like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, yeah, we already discussed that.
That's just way too much. I mean, I could understand maybe a year, but I was just like, it was like I didn't even mind it because I was ready. So it was just like,
yeah, we were ready. That's why I say our story is different because we were ready. We knew, and we had these discussions. This is why we say talk to the person you're dating.
Yeah.
Because we talked about all this. Even though, like I said, it may have come off pushy from my standpoint and stuff, but I was just being firm in what I knew and believed, and I was like, I don't have time to play. I had a child coming. I brought a child into this too. I don't have time to play anybody's games.
Jamil
no, I'm talking about Jake. And so when we got married, I was pregnant.
Yeah.
So when we got married, I was pregnant, and we were supposed to wait until after, but that's not how it went.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, because it was just like we just kept saying like, why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? And we were just like, all right.
Imagine if we would have tried to wait. Like because even when, as the years passed, we were trying to do like, what do they call it? Vow renewals and stuff like that. Yeah. And we were trying to set up plan. We had a Vegas one. And it was just like, it never worked out. So I was just like. We would still, no, we wouldn't. We wouldn't still be talking about, no, we wouldn't. I know we wouldn't.
We were just like,
but
hit this courthouse.
That courthouse wedding, baby. Is lasting.
Yeah. Had a get together at the house, small group of friends.
That courthouse wedding, and then the people we had were married or about to be married.
Yeah.
We had 3 couples with us, and then my mother, and then my oldest son, and then I was pregnant, obviously. So that was good. That was good. I wouldn't change it at all.
Nope.
Like I said, things could be different, but I wouldn't change it, and we could always just do what we feel like we wanted to do different. That we could still do that. What about you?
Yeah, it was like just thinking about it now. It was just like, all that fun, extravagant stuff that could wait afterwards or whatever. But like when it comes to like being right there in that presence with the one that you love and God, it's like. I take that small circle any day.
I still was in front of that judge, bawling my eyes out like I walked down the aisle. I know they probably was like, "You were just fine, smiling." I just like, "Oh my God!" Like it just really set in. Yeah. I was boo-hooing, just the same. So I'm just so thankful that we made it. I'm so thankful that we have a marriage with God present.
Yes.
Knowing that for me or for us, that knowing that marriage is God's, that belongs to God. And I don't care what nobody say, because that's where it came from. It belongs to God. So when you go into marriage with that mindset, with that foundation, with God, it'll flow smoother, because marriage is not easy. I'm not gonna say it's hard either. It's work. That's what I say. It's not hard. It's work. Are you willing to do the work?
Yep.
Are you willing to grow? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to let your partner, your spouse, be who God has called them to be? Be who play the role they're supposed to play.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to accept the role that you're supposed to play? Are you able or be in? Are you able to be who you are supposed to be? Are you able to stand up for not stand up for yourself? What I want to say, because it's what I keep saying, that we are together as one union. We are one spirit. When you're married, you come together and become one spirit, just like the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That is what marriage is.
Mm-hmm.
Come together as one. And that means with both parties, both spouses active in the marriage. That's what I mean. It's not a one-sided thing. I'm just so thankful that I wasn't having to drag you drag you to God. Like, come on, we gotta go. You already had a relationship. That is very important. You want someone that. And
I just want to say, like, I don't know. I probably could speak for both of us. Like, our relationship, we had a relationship with God, but it wasn't as strong as it is now. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I like, every time when I look back and I think about certain years, certain situations, whatever, that we like went through a lot, God was still there. Like, he was still there. Like,
he still was,
I remember,
I
remember it was a time when we probably had like an argument or whatever, and I remember like just sitting down, and normally I just sit down and I just like try to calm myself down. I would try to I would try, but I remember I was just like, God, like I need to stop feeling like this. I don't like this feeling. I remember saying that like a couple of numerous of times or whatever, and I was just like, man, like, and just, and I say it like that because he was still there. Like, he was still there. He, even if our conversations is just a little bit, he was still there. He knew what was up on my heart. Even if I didn't say it, he was still there. So
it's because when you make the covenant. When you make covenant with one another under God, he honors that. He will honor it. Mm-hmm. It says a man that finds a wife receives
favor. Finds a good thing.
Favor.
Finds a good thing.
He finds a good thing, but he receives favor from the Lord. Mm-hmm. So I would say a faithful man, though. Like, you being faithful to your wife, you to get more favor.
And I'm gonna tack on that too. Like, cause I'm not even gonna lie. During the time we was married, it was, man, the enemy was working. I could say from my side, the enemy was like working. Like, he was like throwing all types of women at me. Like, and I was
the enemy's goal is to destroy.
What?
He's to destroy our marriage.
I was like, what? Like, honestly, like, I was like, what? And reason why I say what, because it was just like, yo, what is going on? And then during that time or whatever, it made me flashback to when I, was single and I was like, just doing the boyfriend thing or whatever. The one thing that me and my cousin always said, and it was fun and it was true, we always said that, man, as soon as you get a girlfriend and y'all relationships start going good, here come 2 or 3 more women just come out of nowhere trying to get at you. And that's how it was like when during that time, and I was just like, what? Whoa, no.
One of his biggest plans is to destroy the marriage, the family. So yes, that's why. So we have to be aware of. You got to make sure you don't leave. Make sure you don't try to do it on your own. I'm gonna say that it's a partnership. It's a partnership between the two of you, but you still have to have God in there. The moment that we went astray or God wasn't the center or the head anymore, that is when we had the most problems or the most issues or the most struggles and trials. So, but we still kept coming back. Like, you know what? Gotta go back to God. And now it's even heightened in the last 2 years. So, 2, 3.
I would say 3. Yeah,
I say 3. I mean, time is going by so fast. I can't keep up, child. But about the last 3 years. what the? Okay, so yeah, we just wanted to make this video to talk about our love and marriage, to understand that when you walk down that aisle and you say, I am accepting Christ in my life, you become married to Christ. That is a covenant. You are married to Christ, man and woman. You're married to Christ. From there, he's going to show you how to navigate all these areas in your life. He's going to be everything that we need him to be. All those voids, the things that we say, like happiness. I don't believe you're going to get happiness from your spouse. That comes from God.
Right.
It comes from, I feel like, purpose fulfilling my purpose. It comes that's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say is your spouse is not there to make you happy. That's not their, I ain't gonna say their purpose, but that is not what marriage is. That you're gonna all of a sudden be happy, or the person is supposed to make you happy. That's not the case. So if that's something that you think, maybe reconsider, because I've had plenty of times, I ain't gonna say plenty, I've had times where I was still like, God, there's still something missing. There's still something missing. God was the only one that could fill those voids, or that void. My husband couldn't do it. And it wasn't that I was even looking to him to do it. So that's why I'm saying, or expecting him to do it. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. If you're expecting that person to make you happy, happiness is not from your spouse. That's not where happiness comes from. Joy, peace, love, all that comes from Jesus Christ, is what I'm saying. And
I wanted to say that, you know, when it comes to that verse, you know, a man that finds a wife finds a good thing and finds favor. Fellas, like, I don't know, and I'm not judging, and if you feel like I'm judging, or if I'm being like anal, sorry but not sorry. But if you've been engaged for like over a year and y'all still haven't said I do, don't let that linger on. Don't let that go another year, another month, another day. Just do it, because I say this because, you know, you're really missing out on blessing. You're missing out on a good thing. And when I say that, is that when you take that covenant under that union with you, your wife, and God, that's when everything changed.
Yeah,
you're receiving that favor. So right now, like, if you're trying to plan this whole big wedding, I'm gonna be real with you. Scratch that. Like, I would say that because, like,
if you're not doing it for you.
If you're doing it for other people, yes. If you're doing it for other people, just do it for you and her. Like, and I'm saying this because, like, you know, of course, yeah, you save money or whatever, but, you know, it's still, like, you still have, I don't know, it's all, but you still have, like, some couples who family don't like that spouse, or don't, and it's like, okay, you really don't have to have them there or whatever. And I understand that, you know, ladies, you know, y'all want this big extravagant wedding and you want to feel like a queen or whatever, but you have to understand,
I wanted that too, but
you are already a queen. That man come home to you every day. Baby, can you rub my feet? Baby, can you run me some bath water? Baby, can you do this? Baby, can you do that? And that man like, yop, 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 yop. You already been treated like a queen. So overall, what I'm saying is, fellas, don't wait. Don't let that linger on. If you together for like 5+ years and y'all still not married, and you know you love that woman, y'all been through everything, or as they said, you know, y'all got it out the mud and y'all came out and y'all still on top, go ahead and pop that question. Go ahead and take that covenant between you, her, and God, and find and get that favor, man. Get that blessing, because it's a wonderful thing. It's a great thing. And the one thing I can sit up here and tell you too, also, again, like, it's going to be challenging, but as long as you keep God first, I'm telling you, like, He'll rebuke all and everything that the enemy trying to throw at you. All and everything. Old girlfriends, co-worker females trying to get at you. What was that video that we the work wife? Like, and I laugh and say that because that somebody was trying to do that with me. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, my wife make me dinner every day. I'm good. I'm straight. Like,
with that being said as well, women, ladies, have patience in men, but don't let them play with you. Yeah. Okay? Because a man knows. They know. And you know whether, well, I say you know when it's time to move on. Don't let nobody play with you, because time is not stopping. And you know, you may get a proposal, but then you're not married after a year or so. I get why people do that now. Like, I had a lot of clients, and I forget the type of their culture, but they would be engaged and married within 8 months, no longer than a year. And I know that's the traditional, or, you know, I get why though, because it's, you know, holding on, or I call it holding people hostage. I ain't gonna lie. You know if you want to be married or not. And like my husband just said, if the issue is the money or the wedding and coming up with all that, you got to sit down with you and him, and decide what's best for y'all. I wanted a big wedding. I wanted that since I was a little girl. When it came down to it, I was like, I just want me and you and my son. Like, that's all I cared about. So Courthouse it was. It was other things that played into the factor, but Courthouse it was. And that little Courthouse wedding, I mean, it wasn't nothing little about it. That Courthouse wedding is, and we here today, 10 years later.
10 years later, 10 years strong.
Do what's best for you. You want to elope?
Yeah.
You don't want nobody there? Don't have nobody there.
10 years.
If you have this huge, extravagant thing, make sure it's because that's what you and him want.
Yeah, that's what you both want. Not doing it because everybody else, or if mama want that, or if daddy like, oh, I'm gonna just pay for everything. Because do what's best for both of you guys. That's what God wants. God wants the best. Because
that marriage is going to be about you and him.
Yeah.
When the sun rise and when the sun set or go down.
Yeah.
It's
wake up,
you and him. When you roll over to him, when she roll over to you, that's
who it's gonna be. all your battles, all your conversations, all your situations is not. It's not going to be anybody else up in it. It's going to be between you, her, and God, and that's how it always should be and always should remain. And man, 10 years. For anybody who have an anniversary this month or on the same day, happy anniversary. Many, many more years to come for you guys. And man, it's a beautiful thing. Like, I keep saying that because it is. It's, fellas, if you're not married, it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's good. It's always good to wake up and be like, hey, best friend, how you doing? You know, it's always good to have somebody that got your back, that could point out stuff that you probably missed or whatever because your mind is somewhere else. And they can just be like, no, look, check this out. Such and such, such and such. You're like, oh, yeah, thanks, babe. Boom, on about your day. And, yeah, it's great. It's wonderful. Love you, babe. Love you. So, with that being said, we want to thank you guys for watching. Also, we want to thank you guys for supporting our channel. We want to thank you guys for commenting. We want to thank you guys, like, from the bottom of our hearts. Like, thank you for listening, tuning in, subscribing.
At the end of the day, we're just here to encourage kingdom marriage.
Kingdom marriage.
Show you what it is, what it's like.
And what God wants for you. And what's the reason why he wants this for you. He wants you to be happy. He wants you to be, you know, fruitful. He wants you to go out and do your, you know, fulfill your purpose.
A glorious purpose for your life, including your spouse.
Exactly. So, till then, people, we want to say thank you.
And we are built for this.
Love you. God bless and have a good day.
Bye. Love you guys.